As I toasted the new year with my husband Tom and our friends, I smiled prettily and restrained myself from grinding my champagne flute into his handsome face. He grinned charmingly at me in the dim room, and his musky heat assaulted my senses as he leaned forward to smooth my long brunette hair back from my face. "Here's to a new year and new beginnings, Vicky," he sighed huskily into my ear, and caressed my butt with his huge hand. "To new beginnings," I repeated sweetly, and permitted his hand to linger for a short-lived moment. When I carefully moved away, his mouth hardened, and a surly expression marred his good looks as he glanced around to check my withdrawal hadn't been noted. No one but me would recognise his poor form. But then again, only the two of us were aware I was going off-piste from what we discussed before we left home. "It's crucial we portray a united front, sweetie," he'd earnestly explained as I'd pulled on my black dress earlier. Freshly shaved and neatly dressed, he'd sat on the edge of the bed and fiddled with his wedding band, as if to draw attention to his commitment. My lip had curled, and I'd spun away to struggle with the zip at the back of my dress. Ever the gentleman, he'd stepped over to help without needing to be asked, and I'd frustratingly surrendered, shivering slightly as his fingertips caressed my skin. I'm not stupid. I'm well versed in how to play the role of the loving wife. The words shot out and landed full square on him. I could have added I'd had years of training, but bit down on my true feelings, like so often before. In the mirror, I'd noticed his momentary scowl. Then he remembered his current position and gave a self-deprecating laugh. "I know you're not stupid, and I really appreciate you coming with me to Annie and Matt's." He could smoothly flip from irritated to amiable in the blink of an eye, which I'd always found hugely compelling. What remained unsaid, but which hung over us like a dark cloud, was yet another apology for his wayward behaviour. Later, as I clutched my glass in Anne's living room, I recalled the exchange while Jules' annual hootenanny flickered silently on the television. Tom expected me to act as though everything was hunky-dory, whereas the reality was far from it. But a New Year's Eve party was not the place to highlight the cracks in our marriage, and I smiled tightly at him. He stiffened, and I put stale air between him and me, to kiss my friends and their husbands on the cheek.